Hello guys, right? I was doing a lot of documentary about insecurity in Nigeria. So there's one documentary I was going through, because I was going through a lot of documentary, and this insecurity in Nigeria is not getting better. It's even getting worse. So Mayogu was talking, everybody was talking, Sunday Igboho was talking, but there's a documentary I'm going to share with you people now. This is Shining Light TV station, London. There's a committee that Buhari set up. I think the committee have gone to do the work, and they came back to give him what is their result. So I was listening to his word. When you see him, his body language, he was so upset. They said they burned INEC office in Imo, just eastern region. So he was thanking the people. He was thanking the people that went to do the documentary. Thank you for giving me feedback. Thank you that I'm running this country according to constitution. There's nothing I can do. There is a constitution laid down. I am running this country according to constitution. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. So when I just says, hang on a minute, let me sit down and listen to what Buhari tried to say here, So he said, thank you. He thanked the people that went to the committee that they set up. He said the language I don't like. He said that insecurity is all over the whole world. He's trying to put Nigeria insecurity to the world, to blame the world. That is what I said. The world, America I know, the United Kingdom, we don't have insecurity. There is security here. Anything that they do, you call police will be here under 2 minutes. America, the same thing, but there's minor thing going on. For you to come to a public that that this message will go across the whole world, for you to say, okay, there's certain change, you people have made change, you will give them the material they required. But for me, somebody who have been in National Assembly, I was, you will know that he's really upset. The body language, the face, he was saying, oh, you want to destroy my government, you want to do this, you want to do that. He said, I am going to give you the language you understand. That the only thing they have to change the certain officers in certain platform, and give them time to study the whole place to find it. And then I will give them security. They are complaining there's insecurity in this country. You will see, I was shocked.
Mommy, turn it down.
Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. I was shocked. My leg was frozen. I had all this cold something. When a president said, I will give them we will make it harder. Hey, we will make it harder. Inside me, I was thinking, what type of president will open his mouth, say that we will make it harder, that they are trying to, okay, if they have burned the INEC office, why don't you investigate? Why don't you try, okay, say, let us renovate this INEC office and try to build another one, guide it with strong security, It's just like you are a father, and you came to your house, your children complain to you. All what you say, don't worry, you children, you don't hear. I will carry knife and kill you, all of you. You will give them the material. He used this language. I will give them the material they needed, and I will leave them to go around and find everywhere they are, the insecurity, and then give them all the material, allow them to do the work. This is genocide. This is mass killing. This man have proved to himself, for me, all what they've been talking about before, I never believed them. But for this man to come out and talk this, public, I would like you to watch this video. I was cold. My leg was shifting. I was drinking water like no man business. He will give them the language they will understand. What language a father? When a father will give the children the language they will understand. Upon all this killing going on, please, I will allow you to watch the video, and let me tell you, public, this is not copyright. I'm only using this video to analyze what I see, and sometimes I use other people's video to join and for you to see, because there's some people who haven't seen this, and there's some people who haven't got access to look at this. We have to support them. Now I'm going to carry this video I watch now, send it across the whole world, and tell my people in Nigeria, please, this man is really angry. This man, Buhari, he is really angry. You can see in his that he's really angry, very, very angry. Please, all of you, protect yourself, because there is something powerful. That language they understand, and how he's going to make it harder for them. He's going to make it harder. Please, may God save us out of this. May God see us through. So, public, I will let you watch the video. I'm going to come back to see the video, to show you more and more. Thank you. This is it. I'm going to play it for you now to see. This is ridiculous. He will make it more harder for them. Oh.
It's very clear that they intend to make sure that this administration fails. I'm getting good intelligence report. It's very clear that they intend to make sure that this administration fails. I'm getting good intelligence report on daily basis. The question of insecurity in the country is being mentioned all over the world, not only here in Nigeria. But I believe there are Nigerians that will attempt at least to be fair by what I believed, that I will run the country according to the Constitution. Now, with all these people who want whoever they are, have they proved that I was not following the Constitution? Well, am I not leading the country according to the Constitution? What do they want? So whoever wanted diversion or destruction of the system.
I'm going to pause here, but I'll put you back later. He said that all these people who want whatever they want, have they proved that Buhari, is not running the country according to Constitution? Look, all these empresses, all this we are fighting about, this Buhari man don't care. Oh, well, because what I can see with him, that is running the Constitution according to the paper, what they have put down. He doesn't care if the people are killing themselves. He doesn't care. Yes, quite all right. You can run the Constitution. You can run the country with the Constitution. But there are certain things that you will see going on. All this kidnapping. On your Constitution, did they say that they should go to school and invade school? Is it part of your Constitution? When you are running the country according to the Constitution, in your Constitution, in your own time, they invade school, they've done this, they've done that, they've done this. Is it part of the Constitution? So this is Shining Light TV. I'm really upset. I was cold when I had this man open his mouth and say what he see. We continue on this video. I'm going to see the end of it. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Please viewers across the whole world, take this video serious. Take it serious. Send your message across the whole world. Call all your people, protect them, because there is fire in the mountain. We have to run. There is fire in the mountain. You can see him. You can see the eagle of a soldier in him. He's not even a president now. He's bringing his military. You know, all what military people know is to go. You know, Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide.
At this point, I think we'll soon have the shock of their lives.
Imagine. At this point, I think they will have the shock of their life. This is more than overstatement. At this point, I think they will have the shock of their life. Which, when a father told her daughter, you will have the shock of your life, the daughter will have, his mind is, he can even go, if his country, you could tell you will have the shock of your life. That is moderate. That is, you haven't even killed that person. Indirectly, you have used a word that will kill that person. Let us continue. This is Shining Light TV station, London. I am going to send, this is ridiculous. As soon as I heard that voice, I was cold. I was cold because I was saying, this thing Mayegun is hammering like this, hammering. Let me put my eyes on it. Let me see what these people are saying. Is it truth? But I was going through the net, you know, because I'm studying a lot. Thank you.
I think we have given them enough latitude. They have made their case. They just wanted to destroy the country. Simple. Because what do they want? And we are concentrating on infrastructure because no country or institution can be developed without infrastructure. Now, for those of us who are unfortunate to be in the field for the 30 months of the civil war, to see the carnage of how we kill ourselves. But for those of us who went through all these things,
aside the video again, because there was a place I paused. I want you to see the video clearly.
It is very clear that they intend to make sure that this administration fails. I'm getting good intelligence report on daily basis. The question of insecurity in the country is being mentioned all over the world, not only here in Nigeria.
Did you hear what he said? The complaint of insecurity is being mentioned all over the whole world. It's not only here in Nigeria. So, hang on a minute, people. Listen and study. He doesn't even care all what people are crying out. People are crying, there's no work, there's no food, there's no... He even say it. If insecurity is in other country, why do you want your own country to have insecurity? Let us continue. Thank you. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. You know, please call all your people, call them, because this man is a mean person. Thank you.
It is very clear that they intend to make sure that this administration fails. I'm getting good intelligence report on daily basis. The question of insecurity in the country is being mentioned all over the world, not only here in Nigeria. But I believe there are Nigerians that will attempt at least to be fair by what I believed, that I will run the country according to the Constitution. Now, with all these people who want power, whoever they are, have they proved that I was not following the constitution? Well, am I not leading the country according to the constitution? What do they want? So whoever wanted diversion or destruction of the system at this point, I think will soon have their shock of their lives.
How can a president tell the people you are governing that they will have the shock of their life? This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. That have they searched that is not running the country according to the constitution, and they need infrastructure to run the government. You don't even care. I don't see the language of caring in this man. I don't see the language of democracy in him. I only see a language of military in him, you know, that they will get the shock of their life, and they will get, you will send out a language they will understand. Let us go, keep on.
I think we have given them enough latitude.
Wow.
They have made their case. They just wanted to destroy the country. Simple. Because what do they want? And we are concentrating.
And he came again that he have given them a lot of things. And what did they want? Answers, they told you everything. People, they are going to dormitory, kidnapping the children. What do you mean? What did they want? How about the Boko Haram in the forest kidnapping people? What type of president is this? In my lifetime, I haven't. What? For you to open up your mouth, say that you will send a language they will understand. This is ridiculous. You have killed them already, but you kill them with you open your mouth. Anyway, if you try to give them the language you understand, remember you're a father, except you want to clear your entire generation. Thank you. Shining Light TV station, London.
Infrastructure, because no country or institution can be developed without infrastructure. Now, for those of us who are unfortunate to be in the field for the 30 months of the Civil War, to see the carnage of how we kill ourselves, at least 1 million people. I think those that are misbehaving, they were either too young, they didn't know what happened. But for those of us who went through all these things.
This is Shining Light TV station, London. He brought the statement of the Civil War into this matter now. So obviously, he's reflecting to what happened to the Eastern region, that they haven't learned their lesson. You know, for those of us who I witnessed civil war. Civil war is not what you will give to people, and the language they will understand. Let us keep on going in deep in this video. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Please do send your message. Call your sisters and brothers, protect them, buy food, put in the house. With what this man has voiced his mouth out, if there is fire in the mountain. Thank you.
We can't understand. So we will treat them in the language they understand. So I feel for your understanding and so on. We are going to be very hard sooner than later.
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. He said that they are going to be very hard. They will treat them in the language they will understand sooner or later. So they are not wasting time. They are not wasting time. So please, people, send your message. Pass, if you see this video, if I upload it, keep on sending your message across the whole world, because we don't want this language that they all understand. They will treat them more harder. Thank you.
We have done our best to change the service chiefs and the IG. We allow them time to go around to make necessary changes for them to be firmly in charge. We'll try and give them the
to make they will Shining Light TV station, London. They will change the chief of the services, which let's say commissioner of police or department, they are going to make a change. Give them time to go rounds. Give 10 count. This is massacre. This is genocide. They are killing people and they want to kill people. Give them time to go around and study how they're going to execute, how they're going to destroy. You know, he's giving them time to go and invade the whole people to go and study. Thank you. Watch this video and send your message. This is not a joke. This thing, the man have told you try to destroy the government, that he Buhari, you know, he is Buhari. He will give you the language you will understand. I hope Holy Spirit will take over your life. Before you start giving that language, maybe God is giving you chance to do change. So, but for you to start killing people and giving them the language they will understand is ridiculous.
Also, they require, and we will demand security sooner than later. I thank you very much for your presentation. I assure you that this administration will do what.
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Sooner or later, they will give them what they require and they will go round and study the whole place, you know, so they will make it more harder for them. Look, danger is on the way. Danger is on the way. Thank you.
Whatever we can do for you, so that we don't give anybody excuse to blame us that we don't want to go or we want to have a third term.
Well, this is Shining Light TV station. Let's listen to what Kingsley will say.
Those are some of the issues which we'll be taking on this morning. That was the president speaking in a meeting with the INEC chairman, Professor Mahmood Yakub, who had taken their concerns about the burning of INEC offices and how it could impact the 2023 elections to the president. And at that meeting, the president did say a number of things, raising questions to his critics about whether or not he's running the country according to the constitution, concerns about secessionist movements in the southeast, you know, saying that they didn't see the civil war, and that's one of the reasons why, or the war, as it will, you know, we can say, and that's one of the reasons why perhaps they're behaving in the way that they are behaving, and that saying that he'll treat them in the language that they understand. Now, what that language will be, well, it's not yet clear, but he...
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. You can hear the lady have said that everybody is shocked with that language they didn't understand, or they will understand, you know, and because they did not see the civil war. So, we are not baby. Something dangerous is on the way, because we did not experience, they will go harder on the human being, their fellow human being, instead of you to make peace. How much will it cost you to rebuild INEC property and put pure security there? You don't want to go. With this thing, you are trying to capitalize and put it on the IPOP, you know. You don't want to go. You are trying to label the eastern region. You are trying to label us, but you will not succeed in this time. You will not succeed. You are trying to make that the Igbos who have no ammunition, who are just paying, they want to go. You want to give it to them harder. You want to give it to them harder. You want to give them the language they will understand. Okay, come up. We are waiting for, but you don't know. You are not the giver of life. The life you want to take, you are not the giver of the life, because they did not witness the civil war. Thank you. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Let us hear what Kingsley is trying to tell us. Thank you.
They say that they're going to go down hard to those who are bent on destroying the country, and to arsonists as well. Well, the full length of that particular conversation will be on our website, in case you missed it, channelstv.com, just in case you want to listen to it again. But this morning, we're being joined by Mr. Kingsley Moghalu, who is a former presidential candidate and also a former deputy governor at the Central Bank.
Because as a TV presenter, even Kingsley that they call out to make some speech, Kingsley was shocked. Kingsley, you can see him is fidget, you know. Kingsley doesn't know what to say because he too witnessed the civil war. Kingsley was shocked. Anyway, Shining Light TV station across the whole world. Let us listen to what Kingsley wants to see. You can see Kingsley body language. He's really scared. Thank you.
Nigeria, you're welcome to Sunrise Daily this morning.
Thank you.
Well, you have been pretty vocal on issues in the country, and a number of things are happening almost at the same time. It's one of the very rare occasions where we've had the president speak. Oftentimes when people go for meetings, the photo ops are done, and maybe a few words, and then that's it. Pressmen are asked to be, to excuse them. But on this occasion, the president, it will seem, seized the opportunity to address a number of things happening in the country presently. I don't know if you were able to hear clearly what he said.
Yes, I
because
heard.
of the technical issues we have here. But what were your thoughts? Do you think that he was able to sufficiently address some of the concerns which are on the minds of people today, especially with regards to security?
Well, I heard the bit on the attacks on INEC offices and infrastructure. And I think I can understand the frustrations all over the country with these attacks on government installations. And when he was speaking specifically about the Civil War, first of all, I think we need to know who exactly is behind these attacks. But to the extent he...
Okay, this is Shining Light. I will chip in on what Kingsley is saying. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. And this is my TV channel, Kingsley. So he did say something about the Civil War. Why is it that he's bringing Civil War into this matter? Why is it that they did not check who have burned INEC office? So you are trying to indirectly accusing the Igbos, you are trying to label the Igbos and you want to go harder with us. Kingsley, keep on saying, you can see that Kingsley himself is not even himself as well, Kingsley is really scared. Say, I don't know what is in this man's mind.
Started speaking about the Civil War. He was right up to the point where he was saying that some of the separatists, people who were demanding secession and so on, and maybe being a bit aggressive about it, were people who had not seen the war. I saw the war. I was a young child, and war is terrible. I want to tell you, war is terrible. It may sound romantic, but it is not in reality, and therefore we must...
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Kingsley, we know that the war is terrible. I saw the war as well. I saw the war because we came from Lagos to Port Harcourt, from Port Harcourt to where we base. We saw the war, we witnessed the war. Thank God we are victors of the war. But as a president to bring back war, why you say that no victor, no vanquished, why are you bringing war into democracy? Why should you utter that statement? Is too expensive. You are a terror. You are really there with this man, Idi Amin of Uganda, because I haven't. For you to come out with this type of, you will give them to them harder. It's ridiculous. Okay, Kingsley, keep on saying what you are saying. This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide.
Avoid armed conflict and civil war in this country and destruction. But to the point he then said, we will treat them in the language they understand. I did not think that was the kind of statement he should have made as the president of the country. I think language matters when you are a leader and when you're facing a crisis, because that language can be interpreted in so many ways. A lot of horrible things happened during the Civil War. It involved several violations of international humanitarian law. A lot of war crimes were committed in that Civil War, mainly against citizens of one particular side in the war. So when you're saying that we will treat them in the language they understand, You see, you're bringing up evocations that are very unpleasant. You can say that the government will take appropriate measures to protect the security and the physical safety of government institutions.
This is Shining Light TV station, London. That is what I say earlier on. That as a president of a country in democracy, all what you will do to rebuild the how much the whole money that you people have been embezzled, sending across the whole world, how much will it cost you to rebuild the INEC? Because there is a pain in your heart. There is a message you want to deliver. You haven't had chance to deliver it. This is ridiculous. I didn't buy with this. I will give it to them harder. You will. So the ones you have massacred during the during the Biafra war is not enough for you. Then you want to kill us finish. Okay, go ahead.
What the government is supposed to do. So that's, if I were president, that's what I would have said. I would not say we would treat any citizens of Nigeria or any people from any part of Nigeria in the quote-unquote in the language they understand when that statement is made in the context of something terrible that happened over 50 years ago. That's my comment.
But when you look at the danger that it portends for the entire country,
yes,
and when you look at the current state of insecurity
yes,
you currently pervade in the southeast,
sure,
some people will say that statement was not out of place.
Well, you see, I've given you, as a leader, what I would do or how I would say what is said. The security situation in the southeast, I have condemned killings in the southeast. Any violence that is, that is unnecessary, unsenseless, unlawful, I condemn it. It doesn't matter whether it is violence against policemen or security agents. It doesn't matter whether...
This is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. I heard what the lady, the news presenter was saying, that people in the north will say that statement is not expensive. Let me tell you, the Boko Haram that have been invading schools, so it's not expensive. The killings that have been going in north, they've been kidnapping children. It's not expensive. You try. I know you Nigerian, you cannot speak out because when you speak out, your job is in danger. They will close you down or they will kill you. What Buhari said is ridiculous. Number one, as a father, you are not supposed to utter this type of statement. Number one, and as a president of country, you see what is going. All what you will be saying is peace, peace. You have to amend a lot of things for you to be telling they did not see what happened in the civil war. Some of them were not alive or dead, were not born. It's ridiculous. And Kingsley, let me tell you, anywhere Buhari is bringing it, God will fight the battle for us. Thank you.
It is violence by state officials or state security officials. There have been reports of unofficial executions happening in the region as well. It doesn't matter whether it's the assassination of Ahmed Gulak, which was a terrible thing and very condemnable thing. So I think, we have to make every effort to restore peace in that region and other parts of Nigeria. Now, the point is this. There are many places in Nigeria that are theaters of low-level war at this point, especially the Northeast. We know what's happening in the Northeast. And so what happens is that when you respond to the rising violence in the Southeast in a manner that shows a lot of muscularity, but we know that the government has not been able to contain the full-blown terrorism and war against the country in the Northeast, people begin to draw inferences of a double standard. And this, I think, is what the government must avoid. Now, the whole question of the secessionist movement there is the government is running the risk of making that movement mainstream by its response. I think that the government should be able to invite, whether it's the IPOB or Sunday Igboho, all the secessionists, invite them to the table. They are essentially political agitators. You can call them terrorists. That's your own prerogative. But we know what terrorism means in reality. You know, the people who, the Boko Haram are terrorists. We know that. You know, so when people begin political agitation and you very easily throw terrorism at them, just because they are mouthing off and speaking in language that nobody likes, you know, or insulting, you know, their fellow citizens, that's their ways to handle those types of things. So you bring...
This is Shining Light TV station, London. Kingsley, well done. At least you have came out and spoke clearly that Boko Haram are terrorism. You know, Sunday Igboho, Mayegun, Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Every people who is coming to say, this is what is going on in this our country. Can we do amendment? Can we put it right? Can we do it this way? Can we look at it from another state of angle? They are not terrorism. They're only fighting for human rights. They only want the country to be better. They only want to see the goodness of the country, and they only want to be proud. When they go to other international countries, they can speak about their country. They can say, oh, my country have this, I can offer you this.
Them to the table and say, what's the grouse? This country needs to be stable. This country needs to be peaceful. Can we address the agitation? Don't be afraid to address the core reason behind the agitation. That's because they are crying out for justice. They feel marginalized. What's wrong with addressing that issue? I believe Nigeria should be one country and can function properly.
So you say that even though the manner in which they have gone about this is very questionable.
Yes.
And it's a bit extremist, it would seem, especially in language and perhaps also the ends of the agitation. The government should confer some legitimacy on it by inviting them. Don't you think that's a danger that government runs when
Let me explain something to you. There's a way we tend to think in this country. In Spain, the Catalonian region wants to secede. In Canada, Quebec wanted to secede. In the United Kingdom, Scotland wants to move out of the United Kingdom. Everywhere in the world, you have these nationalist tendencies. There is nothing new about it happening in Nigeria. It's about how you respond to it. You say, okay, you want to have a referendum, but it's not in the Constitution. So why don't you go through the political?
No, so the nationalist tendencies, some people will say there's nothing wrong with that. It is the how that is the question right now.
Sure.
I mean, there have been huge questions about what happened in the Niger Delta happened, and it would seem that we still haven't quite recovered from that because we're now seeing people making comparisons, however, illogical it might sound, with bandits in the north about how they're going about and how they too need to be called to the table, especially in the face of the atrocities they're committing. And then we also hear now, even though you say that the manner in which they're going about it is not right.
Who is going about it?
The secessionist people, the way they're calling for secession, the language and the manner in which they're going about it, is questionable.
Oh, this is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. And with what Kingsley and the newscaster is saying, I want to chip into it. Buhari is trying to say that they burn high neck, they burn high neck, that the people is trying to deform his government, the people is trying to make his government look like a failure government. How about the people that the Boko Haram people kidnap and start demanding 180 million? 180 million, won't you build high neck 2 times? They are demanding 180 million that the poor people should contribute money. The agitators who is fighting for human rights, you want to give them the language they will understand. I keep on repeating it. I keep on hammering it, And how about the Boko Haram who went to kidnap people at school? Have you brought them to table? Have you put justice into their head? They can kill, they can kidnap, they go free. It's not a crime. But the Igbos, whatever you think you want to do to the Igbos, you will not succeed in Jesus' name. Amen.
You have agreed that much. If that is the case, do you think that government wouldn't stand the risk of conferring legitimacy on these agitations?
What I said, to be very clear, is this. If people are violent, then the government has the right to respond to protect the citizens of Nigeria and to protect Nigerian territory. If people are not violent, but they're mouthing a political agitation, that should never have been made criminal. It is an expression of their view. The government should then say,
this is Shining Light TV station, London. You know, Kingsley, you are saying all this. You are saying all this in clean mind. You are teaching them what they don't know, what they don't understand. The people are agitating on the type of policy they want referendum. Okay, you are running this country according to the constitution they gave you. Why don't you listen to the agitating people who is crying out to you that they want referendum? See, oh my people, we have to have meeting on top of the table. Let us see how we can establish good thing, you know, than giving them the language they will understand.
This is gaining traction. Here is what we need. We need to sit down and talk about.
Do you think words can be violent?
Of course, words can be aggressive. There's hate language. There's hate speech. Sure.
With the newscaster, right? I'm trying to put something. With the newscaster saying, "Do you think words can be violent?" What do you mean? Don't you know a lot of people that heard what Buhari said? They can start preparing what, you know, it's a very dangerous word. What the man uttered his mouth and say. What are you talking? Do you mean that word can be violent? It's violent already. You are telling somebody you will give that person the language you will understand. You will go more harder. Obviously, indirect way, you are telling the person to go and get ready. You are coming. You know, this is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Thank you.
And I disagree with those things. I would never support hate speech. I would never support violence in any way. Sure, it's possible.
So if, for instance, I mean, there are people who will say that there are those who will act violent.
Yes.
And there are those who will speak violently.
You know, let me.
Or aggressively.
Yes, let me tell you something. Why are we avoiding addressing the issue that is behind these agitations? Why do we always focus on the agitation itself and on criminalizing it? It is just a lack of leadership. That's my own approach. Go to the root cause. Go to the root cause. If people are feeling alienated anywhere in the country, reassure them. Address the issue. Is there some inequity in the country, in political representation or opportunity, leadership opportunity? Is there some inequity in appointments? Is there nepotism going on? All these things, go and address the root cause. That's my point. It's a very lazy way of addressing issues like this, to just, you know, always focus on what the agitators are doing, but you don't want to address what their complaints are. I don't think that's leadership. I think that's a failure of leadership. That's my question. That's my approach. But I do believe that this country has a lot of potential. It can work. Nigeria can work well. It's not the only
this is Shining Light TV station, London, worldwide. Kingsley, let me tell you, with what you are saying, they don't want to hear this type of your speech. So you have to be careful, because they will come after you, because they are not interested to hear